CBT Naruto. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, having fun, hey, here we go. Like Gothing said, here we go. On Dragon Ball Fighter Z, like Gothing said, with Dragon Rush, here we go. Yes, here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey.
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports at the Open Championship, and we are at the home of golf, the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, you know the old course is old when the new course here in St. Andrews is a century old.
But the old course is just a treat to play, or even play an Open Championship on that. The holes have changed in the way in which they're played over the years. For example, some of the short par fours are very drivable by today's great players, but the pot bunkers, how penal they are should you stray offline, they have to be avoided. And of course there's all the little landmarks, whether it be the Old Course Hotel or even the famous Swilken Bridge as you traverse the 18th hole. There's something at St. Andrews for everybody.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, many golfers unaccustomed to the full effects of the wind and playing without a caddy watch with great intent as their well-struck approach shot ends up, one, not only short of the hole, but two, short of the green, and three, short of the burn by some 10 yards.
Yeah, you only need a puff of breeze, really, because it comes over the mound that's behind that first green. And for some reason, that second shot always seems to play that sort of 3 or 4 yards longer, even for the best players in the game.
Almost. Wow. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
So a bogey on the first, but a good bounce back here. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, this is a game, as we know, that requires thought. It's what makes it so challenging. Club selection is critical, isn't it?
It is, and you don't just blindly grab one out, and if you hit a club 150 yards and you go, this is my 150-yard club, and that's what I have. Is it wet? Is it cold? Am I into the breeze? There's all these things that make this game special. Maybe taking one more and just hitting it a little bit easier can solve all those problems.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Sinks it.
Unbelievable.
That's how I get it done. Let's get it. Let's go. Perfect
At the
execution by
fourth
me.
hole now, and Frank, this one looks as though it might require a little bit of club selection off the tee. What are we looking at, partner?
Well, there is two ways to play the fourth off the tee. You can hit it down the right side, but it really starts to narrow up and it's slightly shorter. Most players go towards the middle of the golf course and try and get it on that plateau. But this, certainly the first hard hole you see at St. Andrews.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Count it, that's a birdie. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest. Well, when he goes after it like he is here.
Come on now.
You can't hit
Hang on.
that hard.
Golf ball.
Crushing it
Shout out the Human Torch
beyond
superhero, Fantastic Four, Marvel, and also my girl B. Larson is Captain Marvel. She flames on too. The power of the
Nice
cosmos.
shot there and a good lie, Frank. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Moving on to the par 4 sixth hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot, 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those, and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. That will be a great look at birdie. Will make birdie if he holds this putt.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Now, 7th hole here at the Old Course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the march stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
All right, here we go. Green to green.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. And rolls it in. Nice putt. Now to the par 3 8th. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way.
Second shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee
Come
shot.
on now. Flame on! Golf ball. Shut the Human Torch. And my girl Brie Larson's got them all. She flames on also. With the power of the cosmos.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Looks like he just misread that. Locked in on the read and the speed. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Starting the second 9 here at the Open Championship, Frank, with a par 4 10th.
Well, this is another chance really to drive a par 4, especially if you're again, but you've got to hit those that tee shot a little left of those 2 bunkers that are just short and wide of this green.
Push down.
Force down the left. Still got to be careful. Just
Golf ball.
This hole.
Shot the Human Torch. And also my girl Brie Larson's got the marble. She flames on 2. The Pod of Cosmos.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Just a pure strike. Perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Mark a birdie on the card. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect. For the reasons why is it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
That can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
Just 5 feet left.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, the charm of St. Andrews, the history of the old course, it all sort of comes into view here at the 12th, doesn't it?
Yeah, very pretty hole. Eden estuary to the right. Obviously a nice view of the township of St. Andrews in the distance. But long hitters can just lick their chops and have a crack at this green. All they've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker short. But either into the breeze, or if you're not a long hitter, you've got to worry about those 4 bunkers that are well placed smack bang in the middle of this fairway.
That is just a beautiful shot. This is the second shot at the par 4. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers. The first one is called Nicks, and then the other 2 up ahead, once again, they're called the Coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. The left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And getting ready for the putt. Drops for a birdie. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the field. And you can find a flat lie there. And at about a 45
ball.
degree angle for your third
Shot the Human
shot.
Torch.
14.
And also my girl, we lost since Captain Marvel. Flames on 2. Got the power of the cosmos.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. And from the fairway for his second shot here. I don't know that approach will make the highlight reel, but he still has a chance if he makes this putt.
Yeah, 21's when you come of age, don't they say? 21 feet away.
21 feet from pay dirt. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy second shot, but really that's the safest way to try and play this par 4, 15th. Very good par 4.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Trying to make yet another birdie. Beautifully done. Nice birdie. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm of the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose. I never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the Weg. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Good read, good line, well played.
Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee, at the Road Hole, one of the most famous par fours in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the Road Hole bunker, you remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road on the Road Hole.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Good putt. Headed for home now with a Royal and Ancient behind the green, a chance to cross the Swilken Bridge, just as Jack Nicklaus did, as Arnold Palmer did, as so many of the legends of the sport have done. This is a special place in the game. Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Setting up for an approach shot here. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good effort and a good par putt. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
1,149,000 experience. Amazing. Amazing. Like Lonnie said. And yes, it's just perfect. It's amazing, exciting, pretty fresh. And it's perfect by me. Perfect execution by me. Let's keep it moving. Alright, so you know it's over and out. And also today is February 22nd, 2020. Shout out to Kingdom Hearts Remind. Coming out in 3 days on February 25th, 2020. That's going to be exciting. You know I'm going to get that. And it's Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. And also, shout out to my girl Kefla. Being added on the Dragon Ball Fighter Z in 6 days. I did a countdown, 6 days now, 6 days away. On February 28th, 2020. It was announced on February 9th, 2020, and then she's going to be out on Dragon Ball Fighter Z on February 28th, 2020. And like I said, just 6 days away. And you know I'm excited. It's going to be so fun fighting with her. It's going to be perfect. And my favorite character in Dragon Ball universe, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, like I was saying earlier, is Goten. And Goten has Gotenks with the Fusion Dance. and Kefla has fusion earrings. It's gonna be perfect fighting with both of them. It's gonna be so fun. So yes, I am definitely excited. It's gonna be. I am definitely excited, and it is going to be amazing, exciting, and pretty fresh. So I want to announce that, and also shout out to my birthday month of February 2020. My birthday was on February 4th, 2020. 18 days ago. 1 week and no 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 4 days ago. That's perfect. I turned for 22 years of age to 23 years of age, and it's perfect, like I said. So I want to take now that also I'm perfect too. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be fun finding with Kefla. She's perfect, I'm perfect, she's perfect. So I want to take now that. And with all that being said, I just want to take now all of that and CBT Naruto over and out.